Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to my best organizational hacks. Today I'm going to show you some systems that I love to keep my house nice and clean and organized. And if you're new to my channel, we moved into this home about 2 years ago and we've been renovating and organizing it ever since, and I feel like we're in a really good place now. So I wanted to show you my favorite hacks that really work. So I hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, give it a big like and subscribe if you're new. And I'm also going to be giving away a £100 Amazon gift voucher. So if you want to go ahead and purchase some of the systems that I'm going to show you today, you can do that. So all you have to do to enter is to like, comment, and be subscribed to the channel, and I'm going to choose a winner. And please note, I will only ever contact you by email or in the comments down below. I will never ask you for postage for a giveaway. If anyone asks you for money pretending to be me, it is not me. I will never ask you for money. Anyway, with all of that said, let's get into my favorite organizational hacks. So in our new kitchen, we spent a lot of time planning it, and we decided to put in way more drawers than cupboards because it's so handy for things like plates, pots and pans. It makes it really easy to access everything. And what makes a drawer even better is if it has dividers in it. So we thought long and hard about any of the storage issues we have, what we would want to store, how we'd want to divide it all up. So this is our junk drawer, and we had proper wooden dividers made for it so it can store all of our stuff, candles, batteries, pens, all of it. Of course, you don't have to get proper wooden dividers made. You can get great options from Amazon and Ikea, and I'm going to show you that in a sec. But as we were making a new kitchen, we had the opportunity to have these inserts, so we made some for our tea and coffee station and also for our lunch bags and water bottles as well. We have so many for school and for sports, so this has been such a great solution. But drawer dividers work really well with clothes as well. It's especially good for small items like baby clothes or the things you keep in your top drawer. So this was a set of 4 that I got on Amazon, and now it works perfectly in this drawer. There's a place for vests, for underwear, for socks, for ties, and then you can take a drawer that looks like this and you can make it look like this. These are really inexpensive. I'll link some down below, but now there's a really lovely section for all of the socks, and then also a place for all of the underwear. So I recently reorganized one of my son's top drawers, and it has made such a huge difference. It feels really organized. It's easy for him to pick out things. It's easy for me to put all the laundry away like this. And then I also really love clear storage for bathroom drawers. So this is my son's bathroom drawer. I got a big set of 8 of these little like holders on Amazon very reasonably, and I also recently got some for our ensuite. In here we have quite a deep drawer, and all of my products were just kind of like in that drawer, and it was a real mess. So I ordered these high clear boxes from the Home Edit on John Lewis, and it holds all of my products really nicely. And then I also found some stackable clear storage as well, so you can put things that you use less on the bottom, and then you can kind of stack those up. I could even probably stack another 2 on top of that, but this has made all the difference in our bathroom. It feels super organized now, even though I've got a ton of stuff in there. And I also recently put these into my vanity unit as well. All of my makeup was pretty much everywhere, and I finally decided to sort it out, and I ordered this clear storage. I wish I could say to you that I measured the drawer and ordered it all specifically, but I really didn't. I ordered it all and hoped for the best. And I also got this tilted storage that I also wanted to show you in a sec, but these are brilliant. I have one for brushes, one for lips, one for eyes, and one for face, and it's made such a huge difference. Everything feels really organized. And I also got this tilted storage because I thought it would be nice to kind of display the products that I use every single day, and it is extendable. So on that, I've got my foundation, my concealer, my blusher, my eyeshadow, and it's all there ready to go for the day. And if we ever go away, I literally just pretty much pack that I use all of the time. And this tilted storage is also brilliant for your spice drawer. If you don't just want to have them all sat up, because I actually had a bit of extra room in this drawer, I thought it would be really nice to lay it all on its side, and it's just so satisfying to see it look like this. And I bought these from Sainsbury's, and I liked the labeling on the jars so much that I just kept it the way that it is. But yeah, it looks really nice the way that you can kind of see what everything is. And I also really wanted to show you these extendable drawer dividers. These are brilliant, especially for clothes, and you can get them in all kinds of different colors. They come in wood. I just got white to match my drawers, but you just pull the thing up. They extend to fit any size, and they're brilliant, especially if you like to KonMari your clothes like this, which is basically when you fold them so they're all facing upwards. This has transformed this drawer because now I've got my pajamas, my leggings, my t-shirts all separate, and I feel like I can fit so much more into them now as well. And I've also loved using this in this cleaning drawer, because before the products were just kind of in there, they did look really messy, but having them all divided up means they stay straight. It just looks really organized, and I know this is next level, but I love it. And I also really love these stick-on mop holders or broom holders, and they also have a little hook on them. These are renter friendly. You can just peel the sticker off the back, easily put them anywhere. This is in a cleaning cupboard, and I've got my duster, and I've got a mop as well, and I've even used them as a place for my loft handle thing. It was so ugly, but it was always kind of falling over in the cupboard. But now that I have that special holder for it, it brings me so much joy that it has a place. I also love command hooks as a storage solution. This is for my hat. I just stuck one onto our sideboard. There's also one for a dog lead, and then as you walk in, there's 3 on the wall for our children's 3 school bags. They used to just sit on the floor, but now they're up and out of the way, and it looks so much more organized. And if you have a back of a door that you don't really use, I would love to recommend it to you guys as a storage place. You can get these great door hangers. This one has 5 sections on it, but even if you just got like a shoe organizer that goes on a door, they're brilliant too. But for this, I put all of our hats, coats, scarves into it. We have so many as a family of 5, and we actually really need them, especially recently when it snowed. So I decided to organize it all. So we've got hats, we've got gloves, scarves, all of it in here, and it's hidden away in our cupboard, but it's such a handy place to store things like that. And recently for our pantry, I bought this stair storage, and I love it so much. It's clear, and you can also get an extender for it. So you can buy this second piece, and then you can extend it to the size of your cupboard. So this one here is going to be for cans. So I'm literally just going to display everything, and because it's on different levels, you can see everything that you have, and it looks super organized. I've had people walk into my pantry and go, oh my God, that is so extra. But if you have this space, it's really satisfying, and it's really functional as well. A great way to store things like this. And then I also really wanted to recommend to you guys baskets in general. I've talked about this before on my channel, but baskets are so brilliant for so many things, for shoes, for kids stuff. I found these 2 online. One says mess, one says stuff, and the kids keep their fidget toys, their Rubik's cubes, all kinds of stuff like that. I've got them in each child's room, and they're brilliant because they can easily chuck things away, but it's kind of like organized chaos. And I also love things like, we had an issue with all the fancy dress costumes. We had so many, and I kept trying to hang them up, and then I thought, what's the point? So we bought this wooden storage, and we keep all of that in there. And then we also got this little house bag that we keep all of their stuffed animals in as well. And I also love to use trays. So sometimes if you have an item on the counter and it feels a bit lost, if you just stick it on a tray like this one was from H&M Home, it feels like all of a sudden it has a place and it looks really smart. I've also put one on our coffee table, and when I have things in this area, like say my laptop, pen and paper, my phone, the remote, anything like that, as soon as you put it on a tray, it just automatically looks organized and like it has a little place. So I also wanted to show you that. Another area that I think a lot of people struggle with is the under the sink storage, and in the past I've showed you guys the extendable Addis shelving, which I still love, but this sink is so wide it wouldn't actually fit. So I found this on Amazon, and what I liked about it is it has like a pull out drawer on the bottom, so if I really like it I'm gonna order a second one. But it was super easy to build, and I'm gonna put small things on the top, larger things down the bottom of it, and it's really helped to organize this area here. I've also got a few other baskets and a lazy Susan as well. So I'm just trying to like put my scrubbies up the top. This is what it looked like before, a total mess as you can see, and this is what it looks like now. So it's definitely a bit more organized. And when we had this kitchen built, we also put these handy holders on the doors themselves, and it's so great to access things that I use all the time. In this room, which I just love so much, is this tiny little lint bin. This holds loads because you don't get too much lint, but I just think it's adorable and it sits on the surface. And I also wanted to show you the organized heaven in my pantry. If you haven't seen my pantry tour, I'll link it down below, but I decanted all of our dry ingredients into these gorgeous jars, which I found on Amazon. I loved how the lids matched the interior of these cupboards. But yeah, I'm super pleased with it. I've had quite a few questions about use by dates, but in this house of the 5 of us, nothing lasts that long, and I suppose you could tape the use by dates onto the bottom of the jars if you really wanted to, but I'm so pleased with how this has turned out, and it's very functional. Okay guys, so that is it for this video, but I hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below which hack was your favorite and that you might actually implement at home. And thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment to be part of the giveaway, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.